Welcome to tonight's Badger South Conference game between your Watertown Goslings on this their homecoming night and the Vikings of Stoughton. Both teams in with a record of 3-1 in conference. Watertown 5-1 overall, Stoughton 4-2. Marcus Galindo on the camera tonight, and along with me, Dan Olenichek.
How you doing tonight, everybody? Good to see you. There's a little breeze from the west, I think, and we've got cool temperatures, but the field looks fantastic.
The field is in great shape with all the rain we've had. They really did a nice job this summer. Recrowned it, resodded perhaps, maybe put in some more drainage tile, but it's in great shape, and Watertown is getting ready to receive. They're in the dark with the white numerals going left to right here in the first quarter. Stoughton in the white uniforms and the blue numerals. Stoughton with a tough loss to the conference leader Milton last week. They had a lead, but couldn't put them away, and Milton came back and won in double overtime against the Vikings. One of the guys for the Vikings, 75, he's a offensive lineman, may play defense. 6'7", 283, Jack Nelson. He'll be suiting up in the red and white for the Badgers next fall.
Pretty impressive.
And the kicker is their quarterback, Adam Hobson.
We got to find out.
Back to receive is Denault and Stas, I believe. Short pooch kick out of bounds at the 30. Watertown will take over, 1st and 10. Ethan Pauley in at quarterback, number 6, the senior. His receivers on this side, Kate Euler 7, 45 Denault. On the far side is number 18, Corey Stas.
From the 35-yard line for the Goslings.
They've already switched that up. The tight end is number 3, Evan Pauley, Ethan's younger brother. In the backfield, 24, Dylan Sipple. And a good line in front. It's a keeper, or there's a give to Sipple.
Sipple, the ball carrier for the Goslings.
He picks up about 5? No.
No.
Oh, they started at the 35.
On the play, that's
right.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Goslings. Plays in quickly. There's a penalty. It looks like Watertown will get 5 yards anyway.
Flag on the play. Offsides against Stoughton.
Ray, from what I've watched and what I've read in the paper, it looks like the strength of Watertown's offense still is the passing of Pauley and the receivers. That passing game has really driven their points and their scoring.
Yep. This time Pauley keeps it. Still moving them legs. He'll pick up about 3 or 4. It was interesting the last game, Dan, against Monona Grove. Watertown rushed more than I've ever seen them rush in the last 3 or 4 years. And that must have been something they saw in the tapes against Monona Grove.
Yep.
3rd and 1. Pauley keeps it. He gets the first down. Ball's at the 48.
Result of the play is a Gosling. First down.
Well, and Coach Camrath, I think over time he's gotten better at assessing the opponent's strengths and weaknesses and adjusting the game plan to that. And I think that takes time, in this case, changing conferences, of course.
Correct, yeah. Second time around for these teams, and it'll be different again next year for football. So
Yep.
in the following year for all the other sports from what we read this week. Sipple around the left side breaks the initial tackle, picks up about 3, maybe 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3-yard gain and
2nd and 7.
The Goslings.
Again, Goslings trying to make a, there's a pass. Oh, Denault got tripped up
Polly's pass
by
intended that time for a gain.
34, Derek Hill, but no penalty.
3rd and 7 for Watertown.
Feet got tangled a little bit. 3rd and 7 now coming up for the Goslings. Ball's at the 47-yard line of Stoughton. Stoughton has been one of the powers in the Badger South, along with Monroe. This year Milton and Watertown. Pauly back. Trying to hit Sipple on the right side.
Polly's pass intended for Dylan Sipple falls in.
And it looked like he was held up a little bit there, Dan.
Yeah, looked like Ethan thought he would have been farther down the sideline there. So I don't know. We watching some of the coverages here. It seems that there's some extracurricular activity, I guess. It'll be nice about it.
4th and 7. Gosling's going for it. Just cross midfield. Pauly with the play from Camrath. Stoughton, coached by Dan Prawl, stands up in the pocket. Tried to hit Denault. Three defenders around Denault.
Intended for Denault falls incomplete. Stoughton take over on down.
Stoughton will take over at their own 48-yard line. Good field position for Stoughton
Yep.
to start out.
Although that wasn't a bad risk for the Goslings to take early in the game, I don't think.
Again, 75 out there. Jack Nelson. Let's see if they run over him on this left side. He's a left tackle. Quarterback, I believe, is number 10. And the Goslings certainly held that as trying to go up the middle. Number 28,
Ball carrier.
Quinn Arnott.
Tackle on the play by Krogan and Kovic.
Krogan's been a force on the defense again this year. Dan as linebacker.
Well, and they saw that he was a returner for the opening kickoff too. He was back for the opening kickoff. So
2nd and 10. Again in the shotgun. And again, it's Arnott. He slipped a little bit there as he got to the line.
Tackle on the play by
Picked up a yard. 3rd and 9. On that front line for Watertown, 72 Pleister, or Copet. 71 is Pleister. 88 John Clifford, a sophomore. Hobson back in the shotgun. Arnott with him. Looking to pass. Krogan broke
big
in.
rush.
And he moved to the right, and his pass was into the ground. Good stand by the Watertown defense.
Yeah, they didn't let anything get out of hand as far as coverages.
4th and 9, and punter 29, it looks like, or 28, Quinn Arnott. He's also a running back, so you always have to be aware. Quick kick. Denault lets it go, and it's going to be within the 5-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 4 for the Goslings.
I might have reconsidered that if.
4-yard line where the Goslings.
I mean, I think it was catchable.
Yeah.
At least he could have downed it at the 10. So they'll
96 yards to go here for the
Yep.
Goslings. 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. This homecoming game, it's really cooled off. And but a beautiful night for football. We have Euler and Denault on this side. And again, the field's in good shape, but it's a little slick out there as Pauly
Pauly on the carry.
slipped. Did pick up some positive yardage. And a timeout called by Watertown.
Timeout. Watertown.
Early timeout here.
Should I be hearing you? You don't want to? Well, no, there's nothing coming through. Oh, do you hear him?
No.
I think that's fine. I can hear both of you. You can hear both of us? Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, as long as the feed is coming through, but usually we'd be able to hear one another, so that's why I was
Yeah. Early timeout with just 4 minutes gone here in the first quarter, Dan, for the
I think we're going to see a little bit more running on the part of the Goslings. You hear me at all? Can you hear me at all?
No.
Okay. All right.
So it's going to be second and
We'll see if we can correct it at halftime.
shows
Okay.
second and 10, but
Goslings have 2nd and 10.
Pauly in the backfield with Sipple. Sipple's actually in the end zone. So they're on the 5-yard line. Denault in the slot. Euler out far here on the right. That leaves Stas on the far side. Fake to Sipple. Pauly keeps it. Goes up the middle. Picks up about 4.
Pauly, ball carrier.
Going to be 3rd down and 6. Maybe 7.
3-yard gain on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what Coach Camrath has down here in their end of the field. Pauly with a couple interceptions against Monona Grove last week. Or I guess the game before. Last week they beat Fort Atkinson. Pauly escapes the rush, throws over the middle, and it was dropped.
That was
Or
unfortunate.
was it caught? It was dropped.
Intended for Stas.
Stas was open. Was going to the ground, could not corral that pass. It's 4th down. And Fisher comes out to punt.
You know, I
He'll be
believe
punting from his own end zone.
with the type of passing game that the Goslings have, though, 1 or 2 interceptions is to be expected in a game just due to the number of times that they throw.
Fisher punting from his end zone.
Nice punt.
Nice punt.
Oh,
It's down all the way into the Stoughton end of the field, but brought out. Good run back by, looks like, Jonah
he
O'Connor.
made lemonade out of the lemon there, didn't he?
There is a flag.
He did.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
Oh.
Oh. I wasn't looking at the kicker, Dan, after he kicked. But the penalty is roughing the kicker. Should be enough for a 1st down for the Goslings.
Yeah, that should bring him 1st down.
Well, he got the ball. He kind of ran a little bit to his left. Got it off. He's a left-footed kicker. And that's 15 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Goslings at their own 23-yard line, or 22. Nelson is now in on defense in the middle of the line.
Goslings have 1st and 10 from the 22.
Pauly hands to Sipple. He comes around the right side.
Dylan
Over to make
block area.
contact was Barrett Nelson,
Tackle for the Vikings.
a sophomore. Not sure if he's related. He's also a big guy, 6'5", 220.
That is a big guy.
2nd and 8 coming up for the Goslings.
2nd and 8 for Watertown.
So Denault split on the far side. Stas out wide. That leaves Euler on this side along with Pauly. Over the middle. Quick pass from Pauly.
Intended for Denault, falls incomplete.
And it didn't look like Denault was ready for that one.
They don't seem to be quite in sync, Ray.
No.
Just a little bit, a little bit late, a little bit short, long, just always a little bit out of sync.
3rd and 8 coming up for the Goslings. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Pauly back. There's a screen caught by Stas. And Stas with a nice run.
I love a good screenplay. It's a great play when it works. That time it worked.
About 20 yards for Stas on that screen. 1st and 10 at the 43 for the Goslings. Gives the crowd something to cheer about here. Nice turnout on the far side for Stoughton. We got another encroachment penalty. This time it's Brooks Empey. It'll be 1st and 5.
Offsides against Stoughton is the penalty. It'll be 1st and 5.
Let's see if Camrath changes something here and they go for it with a 1st and 5. So far the receivers have been pretty well covered. Sipple up the middle, breaks to his left. Still running hard.
Boy, he's getting his gear going, isn't he?
Sippo down to the 36 or the 38-yard line of Stoughton.
1st down.
Nice run by the running back, Dylan Sippo. He's only a junior. And an early timeout taken by Stoughton here in the first quarter. Ball is at the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Goslings. And the Goslings, that little bubble screen to Stas kind of opened things up, and then Sipple with a great run that time.
I like the way that Coach Camrath is balancing his attack here. He's getting Sipple, giving him the chances to get his feet going, and at the same time trying to get Ethan to.
And Ethan is
stay in his
a
pass.
much better runner than he has a lot of rushing yards on the season.
Yes, he does.
And not afraid to run. He likes to go up the middle, it seems like. At least they did that against Monona Grove quite a bit.
The only
Again,
thing the coach doesn't like about that is the chance of injury going up.
Correct.
But he seems to have pretty good sense on the field to get down when he has to. So
1st and 10, ball's at the 37. Pauly in the back with the ball, gives it to Sippo right up the middle. Sippo picks up at least 4. Picks up about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up.
2nd and 7 for Watertown.
Again, Van Norman, the center. Zupke on the line. Pauly. And
that was fortunate.
I don't know if his arm got hit.
Pauly's
That
pass.
did, yeah.
Euler falls incomplete. 3rd and 7 for Watertown.
As Stoughton playing, really keeping their defensive backs going deep. They got the Nelson brothers on the line, 2 big guys, but I think Watertown, as we've seen, been pretty successful with the run. Paulie breaks to the right side, over the middle, complete to his brother, Evan Paulie, the tight end.
I think he's just a little bit short, Ray.
To Evan Paulie.
And it's going to be, we're going to have a timeout for a measurement, maybe. Looks like they're a little short. They're going to bring the chains over.
We'll have a timeout for official.
Yeah, when you said the Nelson brothers, I was thinking back to, what, Ricky and David?
Yeah.
You're old enough to remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think they were football stars, though. Well,
It looked like it was going to be short about the yard
Yeah.
at least, but
so I would say Jack Nelson should be joining a Badger team that looks like it's got a few years ahead of it of some pretty solid, pretty solid success. It looks like.
yeah. Should have some decent quarterbacks to protect
Taylor's got another year. Is that right?
if he plays.
Yeah, if he plays.
He'll be a junior.
Yeah.
After the measurement, the Goslings will have 4th and 1.
4th down and 1. What has been the norm is for Paulie to run this on a short yardage. Stoughton may be aware of that, so let's see what happens here. Paulie is in
3 men on the
close, tight end. Paulie keeps it. He makes the 1st down plus yardage. Down to about the 23.
Play as a Gosling. 1st down.
Nice move off tackle.
Paulie gets that ball, puts his head down, and
Yeah,
Krogan was in the backfield to help block on that.
he is. I mean, for
Running
his
play.
size, he is a fantastic blocker. He's just a all-around solid player in every dimension.
Sipple in the backfield with Paulie. Euler out on this right side. Denault and Stoss on the far side. Paulie the tight end on the far side. And Sipple breaks to that side, cuts in. Picks up about 4 yards. Gonna be 2nd and 6. At the 20-yard line.
4-yard gain on the play. That's 2nd and 6.
I wonder if Coach Camrath is going to start looking at for a shorter passing game rather than trying to get downfield. Several of his Paulie's passes have been like 10 yards or more, and I think maybe he needs to try to shorten that a little bit.
It's like the linebackers and defensive backs are all in a row. There are 8 of them. 7 of them. Fumble.
Paulie on the carry.
I think he picked
Paulie
it up right
picks
away.
it up. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Goslings.
Gain of about 3 on the play.
They're in the red zone.
For Watertown.
I think he'd want
Right.
a touchdown here.
Yeah, right now they're in 4 down territory, that's for sure. Paulie's got the play. Sipple on his left side in the backfield. Denault. Paulie keeps it, goes around the left side. Going for the end zone.
Wow.
Barreled into that defensive back.
He did.
And the result of the play is a Gosling.
1st and goal for the Goslings. Ball's at the 4-yard line or 3-yard line. We'll put it at the 3. 1st and goal for the Goslings.
He did not hesitate to run into that
No,
defender,
he did
he?
not.
He hit him hard.
2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Paulie keeps it up the middle. Touchdown!
All right.
The senior,
Straight ahead to Godwin. Touchdown.
Ethan Pauley, takes it in himself. Watertown grabs the lead, 6-0. Fisher in for the point after. Good way to start homecoming, take an early lead.
Brandon Fisher.
Yep, that's the way you want to do it.
Fisher in for the point after. Ball's down, kicks up, kick is good. Gosling's lead, 7-0.
Score, Watertown 7, Stoughton 0.
That was a good drive for the Goslings. Helped along
Very
with
good.
a penalty. Nice run by Sipple. That screen by Stas really got him moving. And Pauly did a lot of that on his own also.
Yes, he did.
So the Goslings on their second series took it all the way, took it 96 yards for the touchdown. It's a long drive in high school.
Yes, it is. You look at how they did it. There was a couple good penalties that helped
roughing
them.
the passer.
Roughing the
or
passer
kicker,
never.
the
Or,
kicker
yes, roughing the kicker never hurts.
on the
so.
punt, that really got him going on that.
Knopf
So-
and O'Connor back to return the Brendan Fisher kickoff.
Knopf and O'Connor back. They're back deep. Fisher with the kickoff. Fisher is, for the most part, Dan, this year, put him into the end zone. He's got a nice leg on him. He's, I think he's only a junior. Yes, he is a junior. Kicking into, it's more of a crosswind tonight, so wind shouldn't affect it too much. And it's up in the air, picked up at the 10-yard line by number 6, Knopf. Goes to the right side, it slips and falls as he crosses the 25.
Connor Knopf on the return for the Vikings.
Vikings will put it in play, their own 27, 1st and 10. Well, the first time they had the ball 3 and out, as the Gosling defense really held them.
The defense looked pretty stout on that first drive.
1st and 10, Stoughton from the 28-yard line.
Triplet up there on the line, Bolt. In the backfield, Hobson. Along with Arnott. It's Arnott. Tricked up right at the line. Picked up a yard. Again, the Watertown
2-yard
defense
gain on the
doing a
play.
nice job.
7 and 8 for the Vikings.
Hobson in the backfield with the play. He has 2 spread out this side. Goes to the far side. Complete,
Hobson's pass is complete on
but
the
tackled
far side.
right away. That was Stas on the defense on the tackle. Gonna be 3rd down and 2 coming up.
3 for Stoughton.
Vikings coached by Dan Prawl and a ton of assistants. Hobson in the shotgun. Has Arnott back with him. Goes back to pass. It's a screen. hit the running back.
Thompson's pass
Are not, but he was tackled in the backfield.
volley on the tackle for the Goslings.
You could see that
Great job.
almost 5 seconds before it happened. That he had nowhere to go.
4th and 8. And that's going to be the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter play here at Watertown.
7-0. Your Goslings up
0.
here on homecoming night. Overall, a good first quarter, Dan.
Very good first quarter. I'm wondering, as good as the field conditions look, I wonder if it is a little slippery. I've noticed when people try to cut on the outside, there's been a couple
Yep,
falls.
there's been some slippage out
Yeah.
there for sure.
And it looks like at least as far as the Goslings, they're trying to keep their runnings, pretty straightforward off tackle or up the middle. So.
So the Goslings with that long drive after the punter was roughed up. That was the big play. Stoss with a bubble screen. Now we got Euler and Denault back for this anticipated punt. So it's 4th and 8. And Denault off his shoulders, he picks it up and he's tackled.
I'm glad he picked it up. I was a little worried about that.
Maybe that ball is a little slick.
I'm not sure, Ray. I'm just, guessing that it could be a little wetter down there than
Yeah.
you and I are thinking.
1st and 10, ball is at the 12-yard line for the Goslings.
1st and 10 for the Goslings from the 13-yard line.
I know my lawn's pretty wet. I don't know about
Yeah.
yours. But.
I never got brown this year, that's for sure.
No, not at all.
Pauly looking to pass over to center,
Ooh,
off of Stoss's hands.
a little bit dangerous that time.
2nd and 10 for Watertown.
Yeah, you don't want to pop it up in the air. So they've been running on 1st down. Camerath called the pass on that little slant, which has been a good play for the Goslings. Stoss out here on the left. Evan Pauly, the tight end. Kept by Ethan Pauly up the middle, down to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and about 2.
It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Goslings.
Again, we got Stoss on this side, Euler and Denault on the far side. Sipple in the backfield. Big play for the Goslings here. Sipple breaks it up the middle. He's got the 1st down and then some.
Dylan Sipple, the ball carrier.
Sipple has
Is a Gosling. 1st down.
has some nice little cuts when he gets to the line.
Yep.
Good vision, it appears.
Yeah, he sees his holes very well.
1st and 10 for the Goslings. Last week the Goslings beat Fort Atkinson in a rain-delayed game down at Fort.
Oh, that was ill-advised.
There is a touchdown pass for
That
Stoughton
was
off the hands of Pauly.
Pauly's pass is intercepted and returned for the touchdown by Derek Hill.
Derek Hill.
He was watching. He was watching.
Again, one receiver and 3 guys around him.
Yeah.
And Pauly
Not ever a
tried
good
a little
combination.
fake, but when he threw it, it went right to the defensive back, and in for the kick And that quickly changes the game around.
Yes, it does.
Adam Hobson to attempt the point after for the Vikings.
Hobson, also a left-footed kicker. Quarterback. Ball's down, kicks up, and it's good. We're tied.
PAT is good.
That's 7.
Your score, Gosling 7, Vikings 7.
Well, if that's the last interception that
To recognize the girls golf
Ethan throws,
qualified for sectionals.
it still was costly.
Golf team include Andrea Teets, Evelyn Marchand, Sammy Suski, Marnie Wickard.
Yeah, one bad pass, and it can.
Their sectional match on Monday.
Not only does it tie it up,
The girls golf team.
it gives the Vikings some momentum here. The good news is the Goslings get it right back, and we'll have a chance to move it up the field. Krogan is back deep this time for this kick. Krogan and Sipple are back deep this time, rather than it's usually Denault and Stas. So 10:38
Sipple and Krogan back
to go in a half.
in the kickoff.
We're all tied up. Hobson to kick off. And it's on the ground. Picked up by Krogan. Runs it straight up, gets it past the 20. 1st and 10 for the Goslings.
Krogan on return for the Goslings.
Kopet, Pleister, Bolt, Van Norman. That line for the Goslings, along with Zubke. Been doing a nice job
Watertown
allowing the running game to get going.
22.
Yes, they've opened the holes for Sipple and for Ethan.
This time Pauly is out wide on the right. In the slot is Euler. Sipple up the middle. And he was tackled that time, I believe, by Nelson. Nelson just kind of picked him up and threw him down. Big guy.
Yeah.
Picked up a yard, though. 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1
For the
on play,
Goslings.
2nd and 9 for Watertown.
As the Goslings have run the ball well. Looks like there's a pass. Overthrew Stas
Pollock's pass
to the wrong side.
Toss falls incomplete. 3rd and 9 for the Goslings.
Goslings may have surprised Stoughton with their running, as much rushing as they did early on.
I think that, yes, I think
But now
that,
Stoughton is getting ready for that, and
well,
they got that interception.
yeah, and they've got a line to stop it if, they figure out the different schemes that Camerath throws against them, so.
3rd and 9 for the Goslings. Pauly with Sipple in the backfield. Pauly goes straight back. Over the middle. It's
There we
wide
go.
open, and a nice catch
Pass is
by
complete
Dylan Sipple.
for the Goslings. 1st down.
That's a great catch. Sipple had to go up in the air to bring that
And he
one
was
down.
wide open that time, so
Wide open, yeah.
no
yeah.
risk of an interception.
So not only did they have the 3 receivers out, so was the running back.
Watertown from the 46-yard line.
Beautiful pass play. Going about 30 yards, 25 yards. 1st and 10. Ball's at the Stoughton 47. Now we got some motion here, I think, against the Goslings.
I have to say that I think Sipple is as much of a downfield threat as any of the receivers are. You know, he can get down there and nobody's going to cover him because they're focusing on the other receivers.
And Pauly has hit Sipple a few times.
Yes.
Coming out of the backfield for little short passes and let Sipple run with it. 1st and 15 now for the Goslings. Ball in their territory. Pauly back. Play change from coach. Back to pass again. Now he's got room. He began to run, stopped, and then was hit from the back as he threw that pass.
2nd and 15 for the Goslings.
He would have picked up some positive yardage if he would have stayed on the ground, I believe.
Yeah, I think maybe that was a hasty decision on his part.
2nd and 15 now for the Goslings. He's pretty close to that line of scrimmage when he passed, too. Straight back, Pauly going long, Stas with the catch. Again, Stas going down to the ground after he caught that ball, cutting across the middle. 1st and 10 for the Goslings. The ball's at the 16 of Stoughton. And that's kind of the ball, the type of play we've seen, Dan.
Yep.
Most often with Camrath here as coach, and he has a quarterback and good receivers. 1st and 10.
When it works, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's unbeatable, really. But as we've seen in some games, it doesn't always work. So
8.5 to go. Pauly keeps it up the middle, cuts to the left. He's down to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
and that's how they keep them honest, by letting Pauly run off tackle like that, and they have to watch for that. They can't key on the pass.
Gain of about 9 on the play. That's 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. Nice pickup by Pauly. Ball's inside the 10 yard line. See if this goes to Sipple or if Pauly will keep it. Sipple has it. Nope. Pauly kept it. Flag comes in late.
The late flag on the play.
It's a face mask against Stoughton.
Face mask.
That'll give him a 1st down. Halfway to the goal. So the ball will be at about the 3 yard line, 1st and goal for the Goslings.
Penalty is half the distance to the goal and an automatic 1st down. So it's 1st and goal for the Goslings.
1st and goal. Goslings need to score here, that's for sure. I don't think they'll risk a pass down here, Dan.
No, I don't think so. It would have to be a quick slant or something like that.
Denault and Euler to the far side. Stas on this side, along with Pauly, the tight end. Krogan's in the backfield. And he follows Krogan. Picks up maybe 1. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Volley on the keeper.
It's almost a sure thing when you see Krogan out there in the backfield that Pauly's going to run.
He'll be blocking for Pauly, right?
And maybe that's what coach wants the defense to think. See if they can hit a tight end on a cross here. No, Pauly keeps it. He's close. It's going to be 3rd and goal for the Goslings.
Molly on the carry for the Goslings, just short of the goal line.
3rd and 1.
Goal for the Goslings.
And Watertown not taking any chances, taking a timeout.
Timeout. Watertown.
I like the use of these timeouts. I know a lot of coaches like to save them, but you may not need them at the end. Of
Well,
the half of
and
the
I
game.
think when you and I have worked together before, Ray, I've made the comment that
Your ticket.
it's important to call a timeout when you should call a timeout.
Yeah,
And like you said, don't save it till the last 30 seconds if it doesn't make sense to do that. I think Camrath has gotten better at that. I think there were times when he, didn't call timeouts when maybe it would have been advantageous, but obviously in this situation, okay, you're looks like less than a foot away from the line.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we get it in.
that's right. Get everybody on the
And
same
maybe
page.
with a down to spare, maybe not going to 4th down. So yeah, get everybody on the same page. Get your plan set and just make sure you're executing.
3rd and less than a yard for the touchdown. 6 minutes to go here. In the first half, it's 7-7.
Goal for Watertown.
Paulie's got the call in the shotgun. Goes back to pass.
There we
And
go.
it's complete to Krogan for the
That
touchdown.
was, you looked at the way that Krogan was lined up, and you could almost see that it might go to him
Down.
towards the corner, and it did. And he, again, perfect execution.
Great job by Krogan, by Paulie, by the line.
I can't say enough about Jacob Krogan. I think he is just a good all-around player. There's so many things he can do.
I think it was all conference last year as a defense.
I believe you're correct.
As a linebacker, and want to use that athletic ability. Fisher with the kick is good.
Brandon Fisher.
It's 14-7.
Score. Watertown 14. Stoughton 7.
Goslings would like nothing better than to take a lead into the halftime. Stoughton, really, they haven't done much offensively.
No, they have
Score
not.
came on the defense, so
No, they have not impressed offensively, that's for sure.
so Fisher to kick off for the Goslings.
I didn't hear what you had said Stoughton's record is for this year. Are they
They're 4-2 overall.
4-2?
3-1 in conference. So
Which is
this is
a
a big,
Which is the same as us, 3-1 in
3-1.
conference. So they're competitive in the
it's
conference.
a big
too.
game for both teams here.
Yep.
Knopf and O'Connor back to return the Fisher kickoff.
Knopf with a nice run back. On a last kickoff. See what Fisher does here. And it's a line drive taken by O'Connor to the right side. And he's going to be tackled around the 20-yard line.
Jonah O'Connor on the return for Stoughton. Forced out of bounds by Jacob Krogan.
Again, Krogan down there.
Vikings will begin their drive. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Again, the defense is well rested too, although a lot of these guys go both ways. But
Yeah, you're right. The defensive players have had a chance to get some, breathing room in. So
Hobson in the backfield. It's going back to pass. Hits the guy underneath, picks up a couple of yards. That's number 5, Ellingson,
Hobson's pass
the tight end.
Ryan Ellingson.
Going
Tackle on
to pick
the play
up
by
of
Ian
about
Rowe.
2, 2nd and 8 now.
Gain of 2 on the play for the Vikings, and it's 2nd and 8.
Gosling's doing a good job on defense. Hobson in the backfield. He's going to take it himself. He pitches, and a nice play there. Pitched it to Arnott.
Arnett takes the carry.
Arnott was trailing,
The result of the play is a
and as they closed in on Hobson, he was able to pitch it to Arnott, who got it around the corner. Got the first down and then some. Ball is at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 with 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Hobson tackled in the backfield by number 33 for the Goslings, Elias Adrian.
on the play by Elias Adrian.
Adrian also the backup
So 2 on the play.
running back to Sipple. Loss of a couple yards.
12 for Stoughton.
And again, when they go wide, it's like they can't get their traction.
But yes,
Feet.
I mean, again,
Field's
just,
wet.
Just some slipperiness and
Hobson in the shotgun. Up the middle. Tackle after a gain. It's going to be 3rd and about 10. Snooty in there.
2-yard gain.
And Bolt for the Goslings. 3rd and 10. And again, the Watertown defense has done a nice job against the All-State player, Nelson, and the rest of his teammates. .333 to go. Back to pass, complete. Looked like Bass slipped out there. Receiver was open
Hobson's
Yep.
pass is complete to Knopf. The result of the play is a
right at the first down line. Ball's at the 46 of Stoughton. And 1st and 10. Clock continues to run. Hobson back. Gets the ball, going back to pass. Open on the sideline. Caught. Looked like Stas tried to go up to knock it away,
Arnett. Result of the play is a Stoughton
but it was
first
over
down.
his head and caught by Arnett for the first down. So he got a couple of yards past Stas. Big gain for the Vikings. 1st and 10 in the Gosling 28-yard line. Again, Hobson with it going back again. Now he takes it to the left side. Picks up 3 or 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hobson on the carry for the Vikings.
It's going to be 2nd and 5. He
Gain
picked
of
up
5 on the
5.
play, and it's 2nd and 5 for Stoughton.
Ball's at the Gosling 22-yard line. Their passing game has kind of opened things up for him here, Dan.
yes, it has. And you didn't expect them to be contained for the whole game. So
Hobson over the middle. Had a player open, couldn't connect with the tight end. That's McGee,
Pass falls incomplete.
Cale McGee.
This time, could we make sure that
Kinda
the
thrown
members
at
of
his
the
feet.
homecoming court are in position for halftime? Again, members of the homecoming court.
3rd down and 5. Third and
Flag
5.
on the last play. A holding against Stoughton is the penalty. Once again, members of the homecoming court as well as the distinguished alumni, please gather for the halftime festivities.
It's a holding penalty. So it should be 2nd and 5. Or 2nd and 10 now. Hobson back. Going deep over the middle. Trying to hit McGee again.
Hobson's pass intended for McGee.
3rd
falls
down
incomplete.
coming up.
4th and 10.
he's got a pretty good arm.
It's 3rd and 10. Clock doesn't have it right. That holding penalty made it 3rd down. 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 for Stoughton.
Hobson in the backfield. He has 2 out on this side, 1 to the far side. Arnott in the backfield. Goes back, rushes on. There's a penalty flag.
Probably holding.
And the pass is incomplete.
Hobson's pass intended for McGee falls in.
Again,
There's
McGee.
a penalty marker down.
Holding against Stoughton.
Holding against Stoughton is the penalty.
You think they'll decline it
They're
here?
going to decline it. Bring up 4th down, 4th and 10. Camrath putting it into the
Watertown declines
hands of the
Stoughton
defense.
penalty. And it brings up 4th down.
4th and 10. Ball's at the 28-yard line.
It'd be quite a kick for the kicker. I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
It's 4th and 10 for Stoughton.
big play for the Watertown defense here.
Yep.
They can stop them. They can get the ball and run out the clock for halftime. Hobson back, going back. And the pass is incomplete.
Hobson's pass falls incomplete.
And the ball
Gosling.
comes over
Kick
to the
over on down.
Goslings. Good stop for the Watertown defense there.
That was some real good playing by the
They needed
defense.
that.
Yep.
As the Vikings had been moving it down the field. Under a minute and a half now here in the half. In the first half to go. Watertown with the lead. 14-7. Polly with Sipple on his left side. Gives it to Sipple. Breaks around in. Keeps it inbound. Picks up about 9. That keeps the clock running too. I'm sure the Goslings would like another score. First, 2nd and 1. Stas fumbles it. And it's picked up by Stoughton.
Complete to Corey Stas, and there was a fumble on the play, recovered by the Vikings.
Stas had it over the middle.
Ryan Lambert on the
Knocked out of
fumble
his
for Stoughton.
hands. Stoughton gets it with under a minute to go.
The rule is that he has to make a football move upfield for him, so they would say he had control
Control of it.
Yeah. He definitely had turned upfield. Well,
Again, it's up to the Watertown defense now to hold them. 1st and 10, just on the other side, in the Stoughton side of the field. Back is complete. McGee.
Hobson's pass is complete to McGee.
McGee's a big receiver, 6'3", 190. And it took 3 Goslings to bring him down. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Timeout, Stoughton.
Stoughton with a timeout. 45 seconds to go. Stoughton has been moving the ball through the air here, Dan.
yep, they have. And that is a concern going into the second half for the Goslings.
And they got that good offensive line offering some good protection for Hobson. Hobson's a senior, 6'3". He's got some good receivers out there. 45 seconds for the Goslings to hold on here. They lead 14-7. Little longer halftime with all the activities
You have
for
the
homecoming
court joining us in a few minutes, and
1st and 10, or 2nd and short. Hobson in the back. See if they pass or go for the 1st down. He's going back over the middle. Oh, nice hands by guess who? Mr. Krogan. Or rather, that was Pauly.
that was
Evan
Pauly.
Pauly got
Yep.
his hand up there. Knocked that ball away. Good job by Evan. That play only took about 5 seconds. But now it is 3rd and 1 for Hobson. He's got everybody out, 2 on each side. 3 on the far side, 2 on this side. He keeps it, gets the 1st down up the middle. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
1st down.
Ball is at the 42-yard line of the Goslings. 1st and 10. Again, all 5 receivers split out. Hobson back. And didn't miss that one by much.
Pass intended for McGee falls in.
Again, McGee was beyond the defenders, which is kind of worrisome, Dan.
Yes, it's been worrisome a couple times now.
2nd down and 10, 20 seconds here. Both teams with 1 timeout left. Can't take them into the second half. Second and 10, Hobson. He's got Arnott in the backfield with him this time. See if they cross him up. 20 seconds to go. No, he's going back, coming in, complete. Number 6, Connor Knopf. Picks
Got
up
to burn
the
up
first
that last
down.
time out, and it's basically down to 1 play unless they can do a quick sideline slant.
Result of the play is a 1st down.
1st down, the ball's at the 31 of Watertown.
Stoughton
11
takes their
seconds.
final timeout of the half.
Stoughton with a timeout. Clock stops while they move the chains, and then they would start up again, but they took their timeout, so I think with the completion it may be 1 play, otherwise 2 plays. And they got 31 yards to go. So we'll see how the defense plays this for Watertown. They have the lead, it's 14-7. They'd love to go into halftime with that lead. Stoughton looking to tie it up here. Dawson Bast. Adrian. The deep defenders.
After the timeout, Stoughton has
First and 10.
the 31-yard line.
Ball's on the 31. Hobson back. Looking deep over the middle. Complete to number 4, Dylan Spurl. And a timeout to move the chains. It's first and goal.
Hobson's pass is complete to Dylan Spurl.
5 seconds to go. See if Hobson just downs this. He does.
What was the whistle before the play there? They didn't have another timeout left.
No,
Vikings will have second and goal.
that's why they just downed it. Wonder if they're trying for a field goal here. Ball's at the
Looks like that's what's
8-yard
going
line.
to happen.
5 seconds left. It
Probably
looks
not
like
a
they're
bad
going
choice
to,
at this point.
Try for the field goal for Hobson, the quarterback. The holder's Dustin Wilkie. Ball's down, kicks up. The kick is good. And Stoughton with the field goal
Field goal attempt is
makes it 14-10 before we go into halftime.
10.
All right.
Goslings have a chance to run back the kickoff, but that would be it. 1.8 seconds. 14 to 10.
A lot can happen in 1.8
Yeah.
seconds.
The right guy gets the ball.
That's true. And all the right things happen.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking that now we have, after this game, we have 2 games left. So we prevail in this game and we can take the next game. Then that home game against Milton looms. I mean,
It's a
that's
huge game,
It
yeah.
would have been a huge game anyway. But, you know, if we come in there with only 1 loss, or if they come here with only 1 loss on our slate.
But then next week they go to Oregon.
Right. Oregon's what? 3-3, 2-2.
They're 2-2 or something in the conference.
And the
Not
conference, 2-2 in the conference.
Stockton and all back deep to receive the kickoff.
1 game at a time, as they say. Let's see what happens in
Sure.
this
See if
one.
Hobson puts this on the ground, so to negate a good run back. He does. And we got 9/10 of a second. So does coach let him throw a long bomb here?
Well,
Or a little flea flicker?
I don't know. Or kneel down.
Yeah, take the knee.
And
Go
get
in
a
with the lead,
14 to 10
14 to
lead.
10.
Yep, you're up by more than a field goal.
I think they took the knee.
Yep.
And that's the score at halftime. 14 for your Goslings, 10 for the Vikings from Stoughton. For Dan Olenichek, Ray Bazanson, Marcus Scalindo on the camera. We'll see you for the second half. Welcome back to the second half. Tonight's Badger South Conference action between your Watertown Goslings and the Vikings of Stoughton. Watertown with the lead at halftime, 14 to 10. Touchdowns by Jacob Krogan and Ethan Pauley. Fisher with the 2 extra points. For Stoughton, Hobson with the field goal and Derek Hill with the touchdown. It is Stoughton, or Watertown, kicking off in their home dark uniforms, and the ball skids out of bounds That'll take the ball out to the 35, I believe,
Fisher's kick rolls out of
for
bounds.
Stoughton to begin play here in the second half. They got the field goal with less than a minute to go.
35-yard line.
Their one touchdown came on a pass interception run back
Aaron Schrader was the winner of our
by Derek Hill.
drawing. Congratulations, Aaron.
First and 10 at the 35 of Stoughton. Hobson in the back, the quarterback. Back there with him, Quinn Arnott. Two out on this side, one on the far side. Right up the middle, tackled for a loss.
Arnett
No
on the
gain
carry
for
Mike.
sure for Arnott. That ball, when it came back to Hobson,
Second down.
he had to pick it up off the ground. It's second and 10. Marcus Galindo on the camera. This is Ray Bazanson along with Dan Olenichik bringing you tonight's game. Let us know if you're watching. WatertownTV.com. Always looking for volunteers. Second and 10. Ball's back to Hobson. He goes back to pass. Quickly down the sideline at 17. He's trying to hit McGee.
Ball's incomplete.
And McGee's been open 2 or 3 times down there, Dan.
Yes,
on
he
this
has.
side. Stas is back there trying to stay even with him. Stas is 6 foot. McGee is 6'3". Height advantage. Ball fell incomplete. It's third and 10 for Stoughton. Hobson waiting for the ball in the shotgun. Goes back, complete over the middle. The player slipped as he tried to cut, but he had enough for the first down. I think that was number 6, Knopf.
Hobson
First and
passes
10.
across the middle. The result of the play is a Stoughton first down.
Ball is at their own 47. First and 10, and that's how they, if they're moving the ball, it's been through the air tonight.
Well, and the what I would say, the fact is with Hobson is that the more chances he gets, the better he's going to get. So Goslings really need to be focused on defending.
Got a flag right here at the beginning.
Flag on the play.
It's false start against Stoughton. Move the ball back. First and 15 now. Ball's at their own 42. They had a little different setup that time with 3 receivers out here on the right side, one on the far side. Coach is always trying to change something up in how they get their receivers out. Again, we have 3 on this side. Sometimes that's a decoy, sometimes that's their strength. Hobson back. He's looking the other way. And it's complete to number 4. And a saving tackle there.
Dylan Spurl.
Stas.
Dylan Spurl, tackle on the play by Corey Stas.
Dylan Spurl.
Is a Stoughton first down.
Nice catch over the shoulder. And he cut to the middle and then cut back to the outside, got open, got a step or 2 on Stas and made a nice catch on a nice pass from Hobson. Stoughton looks like they think they can do something through the air against this Gosling defense. First and 10 at the 18. They're in the red zone. They're going to keep it. Hobson keeps it. He picks up some yardage, a couple of yards.
Hobson on the carry.
It's going to be second down. Second and 7 for the Vikings.
3-yard gain on the play, and it's second and 7.
Ball's at the 15. Up there on the line for the Goslings, Pleister and Kopet. Mainstays. Krogan. Snooty is in there. Hobson back. Hands off. Tackled. That was Pauly on the tackle. As Arnott took it. Picked up 1 yard. 3rd and 6.
Can see
6 at the 14.
We can see the Gosling defense stiffening now that they're in the red zone. So see if they can make the stop here.
Hobson in the shotgun. He's got 2 out on either side. Goes back. Quick pass over on this side. Complete to O'Connor. Or rather, that was number 6, Knopf.
Hobson's pass is complete to Connor Knopf.
And it's enough for the first down. Ball's at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Goal for Stoughton at the 6-yard line.
So now it's really time for the Watertown defense to try to step up here. 1st and goal at the 6. Hobson in the backfield. And there's a fumble, and it looks like...
Oh, I think the Goslings have it.
Nope. Goslings had a chance at it.
Hobson on the carry, fumble on the play.
Wow.
But picked up by Stoughton. Looks like 62 there. Tony Ho-Ho.
I think one of the Goslings briefly had a hand on it, but...
Yeah. Again, slippery on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So it's now 2nd and goal.
That was a great rush, though. The linebackers coming in and blitzing.
They got Arnott in the backfield. Arnott again. This time he's got some positive yardage. Picked up about 6. 3rd and goal. Ball's at the 5-yard line.
3rd and goal for Stoughton.
And there's a stoppage. Timeout for Watertown.
They weren't set. They weren't set for whatever was coming at them.
Stoughton with a quick, trying to run a play off quick.
And at some point, they're probably going to do that again. So,
Coach Camrath didn't think they had the right players out on the field. Someone was going to try to come off. No one else was going on. So, 3rd and 5, ball's at the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal for Stoughton. 7:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Watertown with a 14-10 lead. Stoughton looking to take the lead. Hobson's under center. Got a wing T on the left. And that's Arnott.
Arnott on the carry.
Picked up a couple.
The goal line.
It's 4th down.
4th and goal.
And it looks like is at the field goal unit. They have 1 field goal.
looks like they're gonna attempt another one, or at least setting up to attempt another one. Of course, with number 10 in there, they very easily could fake it too.
Yep, Hobson is the kicker. Ball be placed at the 10-yard line, be 20-yard field goal. Ball's down, kicks up, and a kick is good.
And he got it good.
Hobson's field goal is good, and your Watertown.
14-13.
Give the defense its props. They held them to a field goal. It's touch and go there.
And that's not something we're used to seeing, at least from Watertown's perspective, is teams kicking field goals. We don't see a lot of that here in high school. It may be becoming more prominent as there's better kickers out there.
I think that there's more emphasis now amongst high school teams to, recognize kicking talent and develop. I mean, when you can get 3 points, you can get 3 points.
Yep.
So.
Well,
Speaking of kickers, our Gosling kicker from last year and year before, Paul Kajowski, is at UW Stout, and he is gray-shirted this year. So he's an understudy basically for the 2 upperclassmen kickers there. So. Okay. But he continues to stay in the game of football, which is great.
And I heard Zeke was kicking for lacrosse. I'm not sure.
I believe that is correct. I believe that is correct also.
Zeke
Yagi, yes.
Sipple and Krogan back deep to receive.
So 7 minutes here to go in the third quarter. Kickoff by Stoughton. First chance for Watertown here in the second half. Ball's on the ground and covered up by Sipple. Again, as that ball is skipping on the ground, it's hard for anybody to field it cleanly.
And they shouldn't really try to, I don't think. I think it's a bad idea to try to pick up something like that and go with it because, first of all, the defense is definitely keying on that, and they're down there pretty quickly. So
Gosling's will start from their 17. First and 10, Pauly back. There's a toss to Sipple. Goes left, tries to cut back right. He's tackled, maybe a yard.
Sipple on the carry for the Goslings.
2nd and 9 coming up. Maybe they'll give him 2 yards. 2nd and 8. That little flip worked 2 or 3 times against Monona Grove last week, or 2 weeks ago. Again, the Goslings trying to get things moving here in the second half. They've got a 1-point lead, 14-13. Pauly goes back, over the middle. And Stas thought he was interfered with.
Intended for Stas, falls incomplete.
It usually comes over his right shoulder. This time it was to the left side, and he couldn't turn himself around. 3rd and 8 now. Big play for the Watertown offense.
I think they definitely would like to answer the score by Stoughton.
Pauly back to pass. There's a call, probably a holding.
That's
I'm
probably
guessing
a hold
against Watertown.
Pauly's pass intended for Denault falls incomplete. There is a
penalty flag, usually in the backfield. It is a hold.
Holding against the Goslings is the initial indication.
Stoughton is
that
going
they would
to
decline
it. Bring up 4th down and 8.
Stoughton declines the penalty, and it's 4th down. Watertown.
So Watertown with their punting unit out there. See if Brandon Fisher can get off a nice kick here.
He's had one really nice one. Got a leg.
Sometimes left-footed kicker, ball comes off a little different.
Well,
for those receiving.
I'm very partial to left-footed kickers because I'm a left-footed kicker. So left-handed passer and a left-handed kicker.
Watertown short a couple of players, just came out on the field. And the kick goes down at the 43-yard line of Stoughton. Not a bad punt under the circumstances.
Yeah, it was decent. It was a low snap and made a move to his left, so he still got it off.
So Stoughton with 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Ball's at their 43.
I think it's time for a turnover.
Yeah.
It's time for a turnover.
Watertown hasn't had many turnovers.
No, they haven't. And they need one.
4 receivers out wide. Arnott in the backfield. Hobson going back. Trying to hit number 5, Ellingson.
Hobson's pass intended for Ryan Ellingson falls incomplete.
On the defense there was Ian Rowe.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings.
Ian had an interception a couple of games ago for the Goslings. 22. Ian, a senior. Defensive back. It's 2nd and 10. Hobson in the shotgun with Arnott in the backfield. Two out to the left. They go left, toss to Arnott. Boy, he's got some room and he's got the first down.
Quinn Arnett on the carry for the Vikings.
Picks up about 11.
Across midfield, the result of the play is a
Ball's at the 46-yard line of Watertown, 1st and 10 for Stoughton. And Stoughton has just been the last part of the first half and here in the third quarter, just steadily working their way against the Watertown defense. Watertown needs something here to spark them.
Arnett on the carry.
Pleister in, Clifford, Copet.
2nd and 5 for Stoughton.
Changing that front defense for Watertown. 2nd down and 5. Hobson in the back field. Complete for a first down. That's a quick little pass to number 4, Dylan Spurl.
That seems to be a winner for Hobson.
Yeah.
Those quick passes down the sideline, and his receivers are there.
Ball's at the 29-yard line of the Goslings. 1st and 10. Hobson in the backfield. In the shotgun. Comes to the right. There's a penalty flag down. Hobson tackled after a gain of about 9. That's a hold against Stoughton. Those holding penalties can be real killers to an offensive.
Well, that was a big gainer, and now they're going backwards for 10 yards, so that hurts.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Holding against the Vikings is
The only saving grace is that you don't lose it down.
We will repeat. First down.
So we got 1st and 21 here for Stoughton. Hobson back, looking over the defense. Talks to Arnott. Gets the ball. Drops back. And the pass is short. In on him that time was Pauly. Put some pressure on him.
Pass falls incomplete. 2nd and 21.
Knocked him, he hit Hobson right after he released the ball. They say that's always good, Dan, at least to let the quarterback know you're there, that you're coming.
You gotta tap him. You gotta tap him a few times.
2nd and 21 now for the Vikings. Hobson waiting for the snap. Comes back and over the middle. It's complete. Nice gain. I think he threw it to Arnott. Right over the middle. Arnott picked up.
There was a Gosling there that just could not hold on to him, or that wouldn't have gone hardly anywhere.
3rd and 5. Now Hobson under center. Gives it to Arnott. Picks up about 3. It's going to be 4th down.
Arnett, the ball carrier.
So what do you
Fourth
think?
down
What do you
and-
think they do here? What, 3rd and 2, 4th and 2 now?
I think they're maybe a little long for a field
It's
goal.
4th down for Stoughton.
Another field goal would give them the lead.
Yep.
But
But
they're gonna
I
go
don't
for
know
it.
how Hobson's leg would be doing that.
It's 4th
Fourth
Would
and
that be about a 37-yard field goal?
Yeah.
That's a tough haul for a high school kicker, but
4th down, Hobson under center. They like to run to the left unless he keeps it to the right.
he was given a hard
Timeout.
He was giving a hard count trying to draw him offside, and it didn't work. So
Yeah, good call, Dan.
yeah,
Trying an Aaron Rodgers play out there.
yeah. Well,
Get him to jump.
it works for Aaron Rodgers, so why not try
Yeah.
it, huh?
4th down.
So can we talk Packers for a moment?
Sure.
I just read Devontae's out.
For the game
He's out
against
for the game against
Dallas?
Dallas. So we're down our best receiver, arguably our best receiver. And
going against Randall Cobb too.
yep. That's
So, what do you think about the new coach so far, Dan?
I think he's figuring it out. I was not happy with the 4 passes from the 3-yard line, that's for sure, but that looked too much like the previous coach.
4th and 5. Hobson under center. Hands off. First down and then some for 28, Arnott.
Arnott.
for the Vikings. The result of the play is a Stoughton first down.
They got 3 players over on that side, plus the line. And it's been pretty successful. First down and goal from the 10-yard line.
It'll be first and goal.
First and goal.
10-yard line.
Certainly within field goal range if the Goslings can stop them. There's a handoff right up the center.
Brooks Empey, the ball carrier for the Vikings. Second and goal for Stoughton.
Not sure what that play was. Both the quarterback and running back went to the left, but Gosling defense up to the task. Second and goal from the 10-yard line. Hobson back. Goes straight back, over the middle, incomplete, and again knocked down, this time by Krogan, was Hobson.
Intended for Dylan Spurl, ball is incomplete. Stoss on the coverage.
Spurl had a foot, but he couldn't catch up to that pass. Third and goal from the 10. Hobson in the shotgun. In the backfield is Arnott. See what they have called. He's going back.
Boy, that
And
was
it was close, but couldn't come up with it
a
to
little
McGee.
surprised there wasn't a call there myself, but good for the defender. They seem to be letting him play. I don't see
Right.
a lot of ticky-tack calls. There was a couple calls on their defenders or
So Arnott
non-calls.
setting up for another field goal attempt. So far he's 2 for 2 and an extra point
Field goal.
from the 15. The kick
That
is no
one's
good.
no good.
Went off to the left.
No good.
Right.
Good. Your score remains Goslings 14.
Goslings with a 1-point lead here. 1:41 to go here in the third, and Goslings with only their second opportunity with the ball in the second half with 1:40 to go.
See, if I'm their coach, I go for that for the touchdown only because you know you have one more quarter left, and you've got them down deep in their own territory. You got the Goslings back in their own territory.
Ball is at the 20.
No one's paying me to be coach, so.
Sipple. Couple of little moves in the backfield,
Simple, the ball carrier.
and he scoots for 5.
He just grinds, doesn't he? He just keeps going.
Yeah. 2nd and 5.
Impressive.
Pauly is out wide to the right. Denault. And Euler. Stas on this side. Pauly back. Over the middle, complete to Sipple.
Boy,
A little draw play. Or
I think
got a
we're going to see
penalty.
a face mask.
Yeah.
Simple on the screen play out to the 40-yard line for a Gosling first down. There was a flag on the play.
I'm not a fortune teller, but I got a feeling somebody grabbed somebody's face mask there.
It's a nice little screen right over the middle.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Got a hold against the Goslings.
Oh, jeez. I didn't see that coming.
Let's see, depending on where they spot this ball.
Where could you?
It's, yeah,
Where could you have a hold in that?
I have no idea.
Let's speculate.
So it's from the spot of the play.
Illegal block in the back.
So it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a 10-yard penalty. But it remains first down.
Nope, they give him the first down.
Yeah, I was going to say, that must be a first down.
First down. Ball's at the 30. 1st and 10. Under a minute here in the 3rd quarter. Stas out on this side. Denault in the split. Leaves Euler on the far side. And we got a penalty flag
What do you?
as Stas slipped.
Holly's pass intended for Sauce falls incomplete. There's a penalty marker down.
That's a pass interference called.
Pass interference against the Vikings.
Wow, that.
Didn't really see that.
one. Yeah, that one. I don't quite understand it, but hooray for us.
So from the 10-yard line, 15 yards, 1st and 10 for the Goslings. Ball's at the 45.
I don't think their coach is too happy about that one.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
Stas on this side, Denault and Euler on the far side. Sipple in the backfield. Pauly fakes it to Sipple, and he's crunched, and he's fumbled, and Stoughton has the ball.
We got it. We got it.
Pauly's fumble is recovered by Stoughton. Vikings will take over.
Huge play right there.
They should have been prepared for that
As
rush.
Pauly got stomped.
He really needed to drop down on the ground and take the sack.
Lost the ball. Recovered by Stoughton. 1st and 10 at the Gosling 30-yard line. That's tough on the defense.
Yes, it's very
just
tough on the defense. They
Got
just
them off the field.
just got them off, and now they're back.
And a lot of the defensive backs also are wide receivers. And
Right.
That's a quick turnaround for them to get their mind set, play defense. Long pass, and it's complete. Oh, dropped.
Hobson's pass intended for Arnett falls in complete.
Arnett was open
Second down for Stoughton.
at the goal line, but
Big
Couldn't come
exhale
up
on
with
that.
Gosling's got a break there. 2nd and 10, ball at the Gosling 30 after the turnover. Hobson in the shotgun. Goes to the left side, the right side, there's a flip to Arnott. Referee went down. Pickup of about 3 or 4. Gonna be 3rd down and 7. The end of the quarter. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Watertown still with the lead, 14-13.
That's the end of the
Both
third
their
quarter.
scores in the first half.
Score, Gosling's 14, Vikings 13.
One field goal here in the 3rd quarter by Stoughton. And somebody down for the Goslings here.
It's Krogan.
So we got 12 minutes.
I don't know if he's cramping
play.
or.
Ball goes to the other end of the field. 14-13.
Oh, yes.
Ball is placed at the Gosling 26-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. And
So you're going to be here for the Milton game?
hope to.
All right.
Let's
Well,
see.
I'll put it on my calendar.
Milton here on the 18th. Krogan's still out there, Pauly, linebackers.
We'll begin the 4th quarter, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Hobson in the shotgun. Arnott in the backfield. Pass complete. Quick little pass to number 6, Knopf. And that's enough for the first down.
Result of the play is a Stoughton first down.
Ball is at the 16-yard line of the Goslings. 1st and 10. Stoughton continuing to move the ball here in the 2nd half. Goslings have not had a lot of offense in the 2nd half. Hobson back in the shotgun. Over the middle. And it's complete.
Oh, my goodness. There's
What a
going
great grab
to
by
be a
the
little
receiver.
discussion, I think, there.
Kind of fell. Got the ball, fell.
He
Defender
fell.
was right
It
on him.
almost looked like the.
Kale McGee.
McGee with the catch. 2nd down and 1. Circus catch by McGee. Arnott trying to get the first down.
I don't think he did.
Tackle on the play by Clayton Corbett
I think it's going to be come up 3rd down, 3rd and 1.
for Stoughton. We'll have an official's timeout for measurement.
Kopet on the stop
Well, they're going to measure.
and a timeout for measurement. But that catch by McGee, defender was right on him when McGee came up with it. Almost on his back as he controlled that ball.
Yeah. I actually thought whoever was
And
The
he's
Gosling's
short
defender.
by inches. Couple of inches, it's 3rd and 1.
Stoughton is short of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd and inches.
Let's see if Hobson keeps it. Or hands off to, he's under center. He may keep it, go around to this left side. Oh, whistle, a flag.
What would that?
Flag on the play.
We got motion or offsides. Don't see offsides on the offense too much. It's usually a motion.
Wow.
Somebody must have lined up offside.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
I can think of.
And that shouldn't happen.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 6. Ball's at the 10-yard line. They can still get a first down. 3rd and 6.
Penalty goes against the
Hobson again under center. 3 to the right side. Arnott is there. And a timeout
Wow.
is taken.
Wow.
Timeout. Stoughton.
The quarterback, Hobson, the senior, just didn't like what he saw from the defense. Perhaps he didn't like the play that was sent into him. And it's smart. At this point in the game, the 4th quarter,
Yep.
they're down by 1 point.
This
You
is an
wanna make
important.
sure.
This is an important series for them. Obviously, they're not gonna have maybe another chance to score.
Certainly within
With a
field
short
goal
field.
range.
Yep.
See what the Watertown defense can come up with. Turnover would be nice.
Yes, that would be nice. A stop would be good too.
3rd and 5.
After the
Ball's at
timeout,
the
Stoughton
12-yard
has
line.
5.
Hobson now in a shotgun. Arnott behind him. He goes back. It's complete. And they're calling him out of bounds. That is Ellingson, the tight end, who made the grab. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And the Vikings will have 1st and goal.
Ball's at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. So Stoughton offense has been out there a lot of this second half.
Which
Well,
isn't a
Hobson-
bad thing for them. It's a bad thing for us.
Hobson under center. It's just going to keep it. And he scores.
Adam Hobson on the quarterback sneak for the Vikings touchdown.
So Hobson accounting for 13 points tonight. Touchdown, 2 field goals, has a chance for another extra point.
Unless they go for 2.
19 to 14. And they are going for 2, which would be a 7-point lead if they convert. 2-point attempt.
It's in the shotgun, so
Hobson
probably a pass.
goes back to pass. They're after him while he slips and falls, and that's the end of that attempt.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Pressure.
we've seen it consistently tonight. When they try to cut sharp, it's a slippery field. You know, you
19 to
can
14.
you can slope and drain tile and do everything you need, but the kind of rain we've had, I
Yeah.
think we've had close to 6 inches of rain in the last 2 weeks.
Everything's
So
wet.
yeah,
And with the coolness out there too, it's
yep.
so let's see what the Goslings can do offensively. They haven't done much here in the second half.
Well,
That's for sure.
They certainly have struggled
They were moving, but the fumble by Pauly was a big play for Stoughton. And that ended up actually in this last touchdown. Hobson,
And Denault back deep to receive for Watertown.
the kickoff.
Hobson, the kickoff for Stoughton.
Again, more line drive kickoffs that are harder to pick up. Picked up by the front guy. Ball's out to the 35. That was Sipple with the ball.
Sipple on the return, the Goslings.
First and 10
Their drive, first and 10 from the
to 35-yard line.
Okay, let's see what Coach Camrath has dialed up for his team.
It's kind of a make or break drive, I think, Dan. Although
Well,
there's 11 minutes to go. But
11 minutes, and this is a very important drive.
tried to hit Stas over the middle, incomplete.
Molly's pass intended for Stoss falls incomplete. Second down for the Goslings.
A little bit of pressure on Pauly. Second down and 10. Sipple's in the backfield. We got Euler and Evan Pauly on this side. Stas and Denault on the far side. Sipple in the backfield. Over the middle, complete to Euler. Cade with a nice move.
Molly's pass is the result of the play is
And
the
Pick up a
Goslings.
16.
I got a feeling that Coach Camrath gave him one important direction. Hold on to the ball. Don't lose the ball.
Ball's in the 49-yard line of Stoughton.
Turnovers are costly.
Euler again trying to hit, or Pauly to hit Euler.
Molly's pass
A little bit in front of him.
falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
And 10 for the Goslings.
I do think Ethan's going to have to complete a higher percentage of his passes in order for them to win this game.
10.5 minutes to go. Pauly back. Little screen to Sipple. And a nice play that time by Rudy Detweiler, the linebacker. 4 yards by Sipple.
Molly pass on the screen, tackle on the play
Second,
by
third
Rudy
and 6 for the Goslings.
Brings up another third.
Big play here for the Goslings. 3 receivers on this side. Euler, Pauly, and Denault. Stas on the far side. Sipple in the backfield with Pauly. Over the middle, complete to Euler.
He's got
Euler gang tackled by about 6.
Yeah. Euler's taking quite a beating here in this last drive. So, but first
Enough
down.
for the first down.
Watertown, first down.
Moving the chains. Ball's at the 37 or 38-yard line. First and 10. Stas and Denault to the left. Pauly and Euler to the right. Pauly keeps it. Tries the left side. Picks up a couple. It's going to be second down and 8.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Second and 8. Clock continues to move. Pauly with the play. Fakes to Sipple. Ooh, over the middle, off the hands of the defender, and then Evan Pauley couldn't come up with it.
Pauley is broken up by Jack Sanford.
Good job by the defense. 3rd and 8. Again, the Goslings not going with the tight end on the line. He's just splitting 2 out to both sides with Sipple in the backfield. Good protection. Over the middle, almost intercepted by Owen Chase.
So what do you think?
Pauley's pass intended
Go for it.
broken up by
Well, yeah, they have to.
4th down.
I almost think they do too,
4th and 8. Ball's at the 38,
because
36-yard line.
it would be easy for Stoughton to grind out most of the rest of the minutes left.
Euler was open for a second. Might be time for a timeout here. It's a big play call. 4th and 8. Pressure's on. Euler couldn't get the ball off.
Pauley's
Trying to
pass
hit
intended
Sipple.
for Sipple falls incomplete, and Stoughton will take
Stoughton
over.
takes over with the lead and 8:40 to run off the clock.
That was a tough one.
We've been saying the Goslings need a turnover, and
They need a turnover.
They
also,
really
but
need
they
it
also
now.
they also need their quarterback to complete more passes, and he's just struggling to get his guy. I would say most plays that he's passed, he's had open receivers. He's been a little behind on a couple of them, or he was lucky he didn't get that one
Stoughton's
intercepted.
been playing. Their defenders are pretty decent.
Yes, they have good defense, but
1st and 10. Hobson keeps it. Picks up 3. 2nd and 7. He couldn't get it. He couldn't hand it off to Arnott that time, so he kept it and picked up 3.
Gain of about 3 on the play, and it's 2nd and 7 for the Vikings.
Bolt in the center of the defensive line for the Goslings. Arnott tackled by Pauley.
Arnett on the carry for the Vikings.
Goslings trying to get the fumble.
No gain on the play, and it's
Held
3rd
on
and
to
7.
by Arnott. He lost one. 3rd down and 7 for Stoughton. Big play for the Watertown defense again. Hobson in the shotgun. Arnott in the backfield. 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Hobson back. Over the middle, it's caught. And the ref is saying it was incomplete. The ball hit the ground.
Knopf is incomplete.
wow,
4th down for Stoughton.
Knopf went
that's a
down.
little
Looked like he
controversial
might have
there.
had it, but no replays out here. You go by what
No,
the ref says. 4th down.
And that's why
And 7.
That's why they have rules about abusing the refs verbally, because there is no instant replay.
Euler
Back
I think
to
that was the
punt.
right call, actually.
Good punt. Fair catch. Gathered up by Euler. Goslings will start from their own 23, 22-yard line.
Fair catch at about the 23-yard line, where the Goslings will begin their drive. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, 7 minutes to go. Watertown looking for not only a homecoming victory, but to stay in 2nd place in the conference. Both teams in at 3-1. Ball is placed at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Goslings. Euler on this side. Denault and Stas on the far side. Pauly, the tight end, to the right. Pauly keeps it himself.
Pauly on the carry, straight ahead.
Picks up about 3, maybe 4. 2nd and 7.
4-yard gain on the play, and it's 2nd and 6 for Watertown.
Pauly back in the shotgun. Fakes to Sipple. And then throws to Sipple.
Oh, boy.
Sipple was open, but he overthrew him. That's been a good play for the Goslings.
It has, and you know, again, you just have to get it into your receiver's hands. That's all you have to do there.
3rd and 6. Pauly back. Oilers open.
Ouch.
And the defender was right there to knock it away. Jack Sanford.
Intended for Oiler, ball's incomplete. Coverage provided by Jack Sanford.
And what are the Goslings going to do here? A 4th down and 6 on their own 23-yard line. Fisher in to punt for the Goslings.
Brandon Fisher back to punt for the Goslings.
Fisher.
That is a nice
Got
punt.
a nice punt. Picked up at the 32-yard line by Knopf. He hits the sideline, and he just runs it back and slides.
On the return for Stoughton out across the 40.
Before he hits, back in the Gosling territory. Ball's at the Gosling 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for Stoughton. I'm thinking we're going to get a heavy dose here of Arnott or of Hobson on the ground. With 6 minutes, just a little over 6 minutes to go. Hobson in the shotgun. Steady passes, incomplete.
Hobson's pass ball is incomplete.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 for Stoughton.
Another score would certainly almost clinch it for the Vikings.
Probably.
Hey, that's what the coach was going for. Hobson had a word for Arnott. 2nd and 10. He's going back to pass again, complete to O'Connor.
Hobson's pass is complete.
It's enough for a 1st down. Nope, just short.
Result of play is a Stoughton 1st down.
1st down.
Okay, 1st down. This is
1st and 10.
this is
Ball's at
do
the
or die
27.
territory for the Watertown defense.
6 minutes to go. Clock's a factor now, big time,
Yep.
as well as trying to stop Stoughton. Hobson in the backfield in the shotgun. Gives it to Arnott, who picks up a couple.
Hobson on the carry.
Tackled by 72 Copet, 88 Clifford.
Gain of 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down for Stoughton.
Picked up 5 on that play.
Didn't seem like
My
he got
eyes
that much,
deceived
but
me
yeah,
there.
yeah, mine did too.
2nd and 5. Hobson. Running the ball uses the clock too. That's another factor. Hobson almost tackled in the backfield and then almost complete down into the corner of the end zone.
The other saving grace of that is it stopped the clock.
3rd down and 5. Coming up for the Vikings. 4:50 to go. Clifford, Pleister, and Colpit in now for the Goslings. Hobson in the shotgun. Behind him is Quinn Arnott. Arnott with the, no, Hobson keeps it. And he might have a 1st down here.
He's close. I think he does.
Hobson on the carry.
We're going to have a timeout for a
We'll have an official timeout for measurement.
measurement here.
Well,
So Arnott faked that handoff, kept it himself.
if the Goslings lose this game, Ray, it's going to be the tale of missed opportunities. They certainly had their chances,
Yeah.
so
They just, not a lot of offense here in the second half, and when they had something going, then they lost the ball.
yes,
That big fumble right at
that was like a
quarter.
deflater for them.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
really seemed to take the wind out of their sails, and they weren't crisp after that. They weren't, moving the ball with confidence.
1st and 10 for the Goslings, or for Stoughton. The Vikings, ball is at the 16-yard line of the Goslings. First and 10. 4.5 minutes to go. Vikings coming in here to trying to spoil the Watertown homecoming. Clock starts. First and 10. Hobson in the backfield in the shotgun. Handoff. And for a loss, and there's a penalty.
Arnett on the carry, tackled for a loss by Colpit and Pleister.
Penalty in the defensive backfield.
Yeah.
even though-
Penalty marker down.
Not sure what that is. Personal foul of some kind. Referee's discussing it. Not sure if somebody was downfield too soon, Dan, in the backfield, and that was a call or what?
Just
And at this point, they're going to push him back
I don't know.
15 yards.
Is the
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay, not a personal foul.
Ball's at the 35-yard line now, the Goslings. It's first and 10 though with 4:16 to play.
Curious as to what that was, but we will probably never know.
Stoughton just wanting to run some clock here. Protect that ball. And the clock starts.
After the penalty, it's 2nd and long for Stoughton.
Hobson in the backfield. 2nd down. Hands off up the middle. Arnott with a nice run. Got some of that back. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, it's still about 3rd and 12, I would. 3rd and 15, something like that.
3rd down and 15. We'll call it.
15 for the Vikings.
3.5 minutes. Watertown with 2 timeouts yet. Maybe saving them if they can stop them here and get the ball. 3rd and 15. Hobson in the shotgun. Arnott behind him. Quick pass over the middle. And it's a 1st down. Faked it to Arnott.
That was really a nice play action. That was really nice.
Good play action, nicely executed.
Yep.
It'll be 1st and goal for Stoughton.
First
Very
and goal.
impressive.
And I would say that might have been the dagger here, Dan.
Yeah, take one
With,
from Wayne
under
Larrabee's
3 minutes.
playbook.
Yeah. Ball's at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. Clock's running.
I mean, even if they score a field goal here, it would be almost insurmountable for the Goslings to come back.
Arnott just running. I think Watertown has to call a timeout here.
Yeah, I think they got to use him now.
Watertown timeout with 2:20 to go.
And they still have 2 left, huh?
Still got 2 downs to go, yeah. They can hold them to a field goal. They
Yeah.
can
They
still score and
They
get
could tie it with a 2-point conversion. So
but they don't have only a minute or so to go downfield.
yeah,
They haven't shown that ability to make those long plays this year like they have had in the past.
well,
It's a more methodical mixing run, short passes.
I have a hard time diagnosing everything that Camrath is got in his game plan. But one thing that I know that I've watched over time is that when Ethan starts to have difficulties hitting his receivers, it usually goes from bad to worse. It doesn't usually, he can't usually come back and get on track again. I don't know why that is. It just seems to be a trend with him.
Under center is Hobson. Hands off. And a touchdown for Stoughton.
And there is
In for the Vikings.
there is your Viking sword in the heart, so to speak.
Yeah, there's the dagger. 25-14. Arnott with the touchdown. Hobson in for the extra point. Two scores early in the game for the Goslings. And since then, nothing on the scoreboard. Kick is no good. Not that it matters that much at this point. They got an 11-point lead.
Watertown 14, Stoughton.
Watertown needs to run the kickoff back for a score and then get an onside kick, Dan. And I'm not sure that's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, maybe on another night, but I would say tonight it would be pretty close to impossible.
Thanks to Marcus Galindo on the camera tonight. Ray Bazanson here along with Dan Olenichuk. And homecoming night here in Watertown. Run into a good team from Stoughton, the Vikings, both 3-1 in conference. At this point, it looks like Watertown will drop to 3-2. Stoughton to go to 4-1. But stranger things have happened, so.
Yes, can't count them out.
2:21 to go. Hobson getting ready to kick off. Again, none of his kickoffs have been easy to handle. And we're ready to go. Little pooch kick. Picked up by 17 out there, Matt Higgins, the senior. Watertown at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Zubke out there along with Van Norman, the center.
Matt Higgins downs the kickoff. The Goslings will begin their drive 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Two way out wide here on this side. It's like Euler and Pauly. And Pauly sacked by Curtis Jaskulke.
By Curtis Jaskulke.
And Watertown will take their last timeout with 2 minutes to go.
Watertown. Their final timeout.
That play was taking a little too long to develop, and
well, and
not enough time.
here's another difficult thing at the high school level for quarterbacks to get completely ingrained. You do have to throw it away sometimes.
Yeah.
You just have to, And I mean, at this point in time, he wants to make a play, and I want him to make a play too. I just you can't hold on to it too long. They have their backs against the wall. They're
2
in
minutes
a tough
to go.
position.
Down 2 scores. Pauly out on the left side along with Stas. That leaves Euler and Denault on this side with Sipple in the backfield.
And they're pretty much in a prevent defense.
With Pauly.
Along with the Goslings following the timeout.
Pauly back. Complete to Sipple. Can't get out of bounds. Clock keeps running.
Dylan Sipple on the receiving end.
And all of a sudden it's 3rd down.
Yeah, Sipple was trying to get out, but
We got 3rd and about 15. And there's Nelson. Big lineman Nelson came in that time.
And it's 4th down.
Put pressure on Pauly. 4th down. It's about 4th and 18. Pauly, Sipple in the backfield. Big rush put on over the middle. Trying to hit Evan Pauly. And overthrew.
For Evan Pauly, ball complete.
Stoughton will take over And a couple of knees will do it. 1st and 10 for Stoughton. The ball is at the Watertown 26-yard line, 27-yard line.
A key takeaway from this, Ray, is when Watertown was leading, they had a good balanced attack between the run and the pass, and as they struggled to fend off Stoughton, they just had to go more and more to the pass, and it didn't work for them.
Yep, not tonight. Knee by Hobson. Couple of more. So Watertown, the first half, Ethan Pauley with the first score for Watertown, and then he hit Jacob Krogan. Both point afters by Brandon Fisher. 14 points for Goslings, all in the first half. For Stoughton, they had touchdown, interception run back by Derek Hill, and a point after by Hobson. Then a field goal by Hobson. It was 14-10 at the half. Then Arnott with the run and the touchdown. Another field goal by, actually the field goal came next by Hobson. Made it 14-13. And then touchdown by Arnott and a touchdown by Hobson. And that's the score, 25-14. And Stoughton coming into Watertown and leaving with a victory. This is Ray Bazanson along with Dan Olenichuk. Marcus Galindo on the camera. Thanks for watching. Have a good night and God bless.